Jokic, what a pass!
Jokic looking all universe right now.
Another brilliant dish.
He's just one of the best passers in the league, period.
These days, there probably isn't anyone who isn't accurately aware of the phenomenal center that is Nikola Jokic. He's quickly gone from an exciting prospect to quite possibly one of the best men to take an NBA court. With his exciting play and incredible skills, Jokic has set an entirely new standard for modern-day centers. Jokic puts his skills in context among some of the game's all-time best after he led the Nuggets to their first franchise NBA championship by defeating the Miami Heat in 2023. That exact thing seems to put him in the realm of possibility for the fantastic foreigner if he and the team around him continues to improve. With all the attention brought to him, there are surely plenty of people seeking more information on Jokic. So, here are the top interesting things you should know about him. And for number 10, did you know that the NBA wasn't Jokic's first major league? While most NBA stars begin their careers when they make it to the NBA, that actually wasn't the case for Jokic. Instead of heading to college with hopes of being drafted, Jokic actually played for the Serbian league, KK Megabasket.
Jokic. Jokic. Vraća trojku. Jokic. Pogodio Jokic za Veličković. Jokic. Najgore moguće za Jokic još jednom za 3. Precizan.
By all accounts, Jokic proved dominant even in the early phases of his career. While he wasn't playing at the level he is today, he was still managing to stand out almost every time he took to the court. It's never a good idea to count out Jokic. But at number 9, you might not have realized that Jokic almost became undrafted. Due to the route that Jokic took to get to the NBA, he actually wasn't all that amazing of a draft pick. Actually, he almost became undrafted due to team builds and his lesser-known name. But fortunately, he managed to get selected 41st in the second round of the 2014 NBA draft by the Denver Nuggets. While many fantastic stars come from Europe, a lot of people tend to ignore that region when looking for the next great NBA star. It's much easier to follow American college basketball, often making those young men the top prospects. But number 8 is a little bit more surprising, because Jokic seems to love horses more than basketball. A lot of people can forget that NBA players have lives off the court. Not every player spends every waking moment of their life thinking about basketball, and Jokic is a man that proves that. Apparently, Jokic has a serious love for horses of all things. He likes horses so much that he actually did some competitive horse racing when he was younger. It's a unique hobby and passion for an NBA player, but just another thing that helps Jokic stand out from the typical basketball players. And in number 7, you probably haven't noticed when you watch him play, but Jokic has a unique shot.
Jokic, Sombor shuffle is good!
Jordan said he shoot on me like frustrating as hell. You feel like you've done everything you could possibly do to make him take a bad shot, and it hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
Before acknowledging his unique shot, it's also worth acknowledging the fact that Jokic plays a pretty unique style in general. He's one of the stranger movers on the court, making him hard to block, and analysts have even compared him to water polo players. With that said, Jokic's somber shuffle is one of the most perplexing shots in the NBA. It's a one-leg jump that has proven difficult for most players to effectively block. That shot has led to plenty of success for Jokic at whatever range he feels like. But number 6 is somewhat unhealthy because Jokic is too fond of soda. Most people probably don't think about sugary drinks when they think of their favorite athletes, but Jokic used to love himself a lot of soda. The love was a bit of a problem, as it wound up being something that he had to quit. I used to drink 2 or 3 liters of Coke every day. I took my last Coke while flying to the USA, and then I didn't drink it again. People have made claims that Jokic would drink as much as 3 liters of soda before stepping onto the court. It's probably a good thing he kicked that habit, and his teeth will probably be thanking him for it as well. And in number 5, you might not have realized that Jokic came from humble beginnings. It is pretty rare to hear about an NBA star that wasn't either born into greatness or has a bit of a rags to riches story, and Jokic doesn't break that trend. It's said that he grew up in a tiny apartment with a decently sized family. Cramming 6 people into a tiny 2-bedroom apartment is definitely not ideal, but it seems that Jokic and his family were able to overcome their circumstances in their own ways. Jokic's success likely saw a nice improvement in homes for his family. But number 4 is really amazing because Jokic holds an impressive record for triple-doubles. For NBA fans looking to draft up their own dream team, a quick look at those capable of consistent and dominant triple-doubles is likely to help make the strongest team possible. Jokic might just be one of the best triple-double machines in NBA history. His sheer output is already more than impressive, but his record for fastest triple-double earned makes him even more impressive. He has the fastest triple-double in NBA history, with it only taking him 14 minutes and 33 seconds to do it. But in number 3, like I'd said, Jokic had some unhealthy habits. That's why he wasn't in the best shape in Serbia. Most people look at basketball players as some of the biggest athletes at the peak level of competition, but Jokic couldn't always be seen that way. Apparently, before he made it into the NBA, Jokic was incredibly out of shape. He said that he lost as much as 30 pounds in one major push in his personal fitness, and it's even been said that at one point while in Serbia, Jokic couldn't even complete push-ups. It's a serious shock to think about when anyone sees him on the court today. But number 2 is quite unexpected, because Jokic was drafted during a Taco Bell commercial. Every basketball player dreams of the day they get drafted, but Jokic likely didn't expect what happened to him. It's the kind of thing that sounds like a misrepresentation of the truth. But no, one of the greatest players in NBA history was actually drafted while a Taco Bell commercial played on the air. It was probably a moment that made the fact that he had been drafted even harder to believe. Still, it's a funny way for a career to truly begin and fits perfectly with the charismatic personality Jokic can have. But at number 1, there's one final thing you should know about Jokic, and this one is pretty funny. Most NBA players find themselves injured on the court. The injury can take them out for the remainder of the game or potentially for the rest of their career. Luckily for Jokic, one of his injuries is actually a bit funny, especially since it wasn't serious, because he got injured by signing autographs. The injury was some simple inflammation of the hand and wrist caused by simply signing too many autographs. That's right, Jokic took a brief injury simply because he appreciated his fans a bit too much.